Well, next week in Washington, a memorial being dedicated to a civil rights pioneer.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial will be unveiled on the National Mall, and a New Haven church is stepping in to try to get people to that event. News 8's Keith Kuntz has that story.
On Sunday, August 28th, a memorial will be unveiled in Washington honoring the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Among those who will be in attendance, New Haven pastor, the Reverend John Henry Scott III. He's organizing an effort to get members of the community down to D.C. for the ceremony.
Dr. King's philosophy of nonviolence in public service, in democracy, changed not only America, but the entire world. And we need to bring that philosophy here, back here, revive it again.
The unveiling of the $120 million memorial will take place 48 years to the day after Dr. King's historic I Have a Dream speech. New Haven native Barbara Foster didn't have a chance to be in the nation's capital that day, but she will be there for the dedication.
I've always wished that I could be part of one of these marches or something that dealt with Dr. Martin Luther King.
She remembers vividly traveling through the segregated South in the 1940s.
Always having to take less, go to a certain area for you to use their facilities. And it's the same water coming out of both fountains.
Across the nation, there are countless tributes to the life and work of Dr. King. For example, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard here in New Haven. But the memorial in the nation's capital is much more significant.
In large part because it will be the first memorial on the National Mall to honor an African American. For Reverend Scott, Dr. King's message of equality and nonviolent social change is as important now as it was during the height of the civil rights era.
The message of Dr. King, nonviolence, respect, public service, needs to be taught. We must be proactive in doing that.
A new challenge for a new generation. In New Haven, Keith Kuntz, News 8.